Just when the world thought Dylan Wang and Shen Yue had it all figured out, the fame, the chemistry, the careers, and the spotlight, something completely unexpected unfolded. In the dead of night, under the veil of secrecy, Shen Yue was rushed to a private hospital. Fans were confused. Social media went into a frenzy. Rumors swirled. But nothing could prepare anyone for what Dylan Wang would later reveal. What he said was not just a shocker, it changed the way fans saw everything. It wasn't a publicity stunt. It wasn't scripted. It was raw. It was real. And it was deeply emotional. But before we take you on this unforgettable journey into their world, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update in the world of entertainment. Because trust us, this one is different. This one will stay with you. A night unlike any other. It was supposed to be a regular filming day. Shen Yue and Dylan Wang were working on the final scenes of a highly anticipated drama. The set was beautiful, lit by golden lanterns, with artificial snow falling gently across the courtyard where their characters were about to share a long-awaited kiss. Crew members had commented earlier that day that Shen Yue seemed quieter than usual. Her smile was there, but it didn't quite reach her eyes. She kept rubbing her temples, said one assistant director. She looked tired, but she kept saying, "I'm okay. Let's finish strong." No one suspected that behind those words was a silent cry for help. The collapse. They had just begun filming one of the most emotional scenes of the series, a farewell moment where Dylan's character confesses his love before parting forever. The cameras rolled. The music swelled. Shen Yue looked into Dylan's eyes and began her lines. And then, suddenly, her voice faded. Her knees buckled. She fell. But this wasn't part of the script. Everyone froze. Dylan didn't. He rushed forward and caught her just in time. His face, usually composed for the camera, was filled with raw panic. He called out her name again and again as she drifted in and out of consciousness. Production stopped immediately. The director screamed for medics. The assistant rushed for a car. Dylan didn't let go. A hospital filled with silence. At the hospital, Shen Yue was immediately taken into emergency care. No paparazzi. No news cameras. It was all too sudden, too real. Dylan sat outside her room with his head in his hands. Witnesses say he barely spoke a word for hours. The only thing he kept repeating was, "Why didn't I notice? Why didn't she tell me?" Doctors said she had suffered from extreme exhaustion, dehydration, and acute stress, the result of weeks of non-stop filming, press, brand commitments, and barely any sleep. She kept pushing herself, one nurse shared later. Her body just couldn't take it anymore. Dylan's revelation. The following morning, Dylan Wang broke his silence. He walked out to face the fans and media waiting outside the hospital, not as a celebrity, but as a man whose heart had just been shaken. What he said left the entire internet stunned. She gave everything to her fans, to the people who supported her, and she forgot to leave something for herself. He continued with a voice heavy with emotion. "We spend so much time pretending we're invincible, that we don't get tired, that we don't break. But Shen Yue did. And it's my fault I didn't see it coming." Fans were heartbroken. Comments poured in, begging her to rest, sending her love, flooding social media with tags like #RestWellShenYue, #DylanStayStrong, and #ProtectOurStars. But the story didn't stop there. The story no one saw. What the cameras didn't capture was the intimate moment inside her hospital room. When Shen Yue woke up, Dylan was still there, sitting by her side, holding her hand, whispering softly to her. Insiders said Shen Yue's first words were, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you." To which Dylan replied, "You didn't scare me. You reminded me what matters most." He cried. And in that quiet moment, behind the curtain, away from the cameras, something unspoken passed between them, the kind of bond that only comes from weathering storms together. A private note that broke the internet. The next day, Shen Yue released a personal note written in her handwriting. To everyone who loves me, I am okay now. Thank you for not giving up on me. I thought being strong meant doing everything alone. But I was wrong. Real strength is knowing when to ask for help. And I'm finally learning that. Attached was a small photo, Dylan holding her hand as she lay in bed, her eyes closed, his expression full of emotion. That single photo, with no filter, no effects, no promotion, became the most shared image in Chinese entertainment that week. A world united in support. Fans from Korea, the Philippines, Thailand, Nigeria, and even Brazil posted messages of hope. Artists created tribute drawings of Dylan and Shen Yue. A group of fans even started an online petition asking producers to reduce intense schedules for stars. It was no longer about drama or romance. It became about real people. Real emotions. Real care. One fan wrote, "This isn't a story about stars. This is about the people behind them. And how even those who shine the brightest need time to breathe." A drama turned real life. After her recovery, Shen Yue made a quiet return, appearing briefly on a live stream with a simple smile and a wave. Dylan, sitting beside her, gently said, "This smile means more to me than any award." They didn't announce a relationship. They didn't make it official. But the way he looked at her, the way she leaned toward him, the way silence said what words couldn't, it was enough. Some stories don't need a title. They just need to be felt. In a world where headlines move fast and rumors spread faster, this story stopped everyone in their tracks. It reminded us that behind the stage lights and magazine covers, stars are human too. They fall. They break. They cry. But they also heal. And sometimes, someone is there to catch them when they fall. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an emotional update like this from the world of entertainment. Because sometimes, it's not about the drama. It's about the heart behind it. She cried.